So Margot Robbie was born July 2nd. Harleen Quinzel was born July 20th. And she first came out on September 11th. So you should already know we are whole card coding. So 27 is Reg Gematria. So when you have July 20th, is the same anagram as July 2nd because it's just the zeros. The spoon doesn't exist. Zero's a spoon. 9/11, they had the forks at the bottom of the building. So what does that mean? In the Matrix, the spoon doesn't exist. He's like, bend the spoon. Doesn't exist. Why? Because forks exist. Fork is a fork in the road, decisions you make in your life that create different timelines. It's like the timeline people in Loki. So every time you guys make a good decision, they're always trying to mess up the timeline you created for yourself. So 9/11, there are forks at the bottom of the buildings, okay? The Twin Towers, there's forks. There's different forks, like a tuning fork, like a healing fork. So there is no spoon, zero. So when you're doing gematria or anagrams, when you see 720 or 702, sometimes don't worry about the zero. Like when you're pregnant and there's like you're pregnant, you're having a baby, but the baby didn't get delivered yet. So it's a hero and a zero. It's there, but it's not there. So when you're doing your birthday decode, always remember zeros do and do not count. You can't, it's no spoon, it's a fork. Okay, triple goddess, 3 ones, it's a fork. It's ours, 2 forks, because sometimes spoon has a spork. Maybe it's a spork because it has some spoons, right? Maybe it's a zero with a crown. Just when you're decoding, if it makes sense, it probably is a code, okay? The fact that Nostradamus has a July 2nd birthday and she plays in Barbie and they talk about, the Barbie movie was like parallel timelines for her. Like she was waking up and running well, but she wasn't really real, but she was real. That's what's going on. Like if you are here and you're not understanding what I'm saying yet, then you might be in another realm, living another life because you're not awake yet. If you don't get how numbers are the universal way to talk, then you probably might still need another go around to reach your highest life here because you're still sleeping. Birthdays and times you pass away are portals that they use. People could ride your energy on your birthday and your death day to see other people. So by doing your birthday decode, which I'm doing 10/1, which is the birthday decode I'm working on now, this is part, like, I think 11. I'm like halfway through because it's my daughter's birthday. I'm going all in. Plus, my dreams have been crazy. Plus, it connects to so many people. It's going to be a 20-part decode. This is part 11. So famous people born October 1st. I already mentioned some. Here are the ends of the famous people born 10/1. So James Lawrence reminds me of Jennifer Lawrence. John Stockton and Peter Thomas from reality show. So Richard Stockton, who's I'm going to talk about now, who was born February 28th, one day after my birthday. Okay? Remember that. So I had a dream that I was on the submersible and one of the guys, Hamish, tried to take me out with a saw, take my head off with the saw, right? So John Stockton Rush, the third, the forks, remember the forks, right? The third. So he was born, Richard Stockton born February 20th. I'm born February 27th, which makes sense that my energy was on this thing because they're trying to conjure up these energies. They didn't go down there with SETI, which is like the group that goes into astral, not they go look for aliens, SETI. So they go down to the sea in a submersible, Titanic submersible, with the group from SETI who goes for aliens. So there's an energetic alliance between redheads from astral, from another realm, from another planet, down to the Eves down here, the black women with the blonde hair, blue eyes that mess with Adam, Lilith, and Eve, which we talked about. So he passed away June 18th. Takeoff's basically birthday is June 18th. XXX he passed away June 18th. So also Mary Laveau passed away June 15th. She was born 9/10, my daughter Leah's birthday. So when you see XXX Joan, think about Mary Laveau, who they put 3 X's on her grave. So they try to conjure energies based on who you were before, which they know who you were before because they know everything, right? Who is they? People in charge of the money of the world. And Stockton Rush, okay? There was a whole ritual going down. And that's why I saw this. So why did I see like something like Texas Chainsaw Massacre in my dream? Why would I see this with Hamish, right? Remember Sophie Turner? Wasn't something about Hamish in Game of Thrones? I always remember the name Hamish. And we talked about Sophie Turner and Sansa in The Redhead and Oya in the past videos. One of the movies that came out October 1st was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of those series of those movies. So that's why I saw that for your birthday decode. So go watch all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But this energy is linked directly to that because Richard Stockton born October 1st. Like that's him, I don't care, that's him, That is him. I told you how they be coming back as their ancestors. So if you have a whole bunch of people that were slave owners coming back as ancestors, you think they're not going to be awakening themselves like I'm awakening you to then say, hey, if we keep the money in our system, it doesn't matter how awake these people get. If they have no money, they can't really make moves if money is God. So we have to rely on each other to give each other business opportunities and opportunities in life and get, learning. And even if you are on TikTok like me and teaching, I'm giving back what energy taught me when I was hospital napped February 2019, when they were powering Sophia robot. I'm teaching you. It's like they were like, what do you want to do in the world? Like I was really good at solving riddles. And before I got let go out of the hospital, they're like, you're going to be solving riddles and that's going to be your job. Here I am helping people decode themselves so that way you guys could be conscious. But we need to bring conscious into the matrix so we could have a place to live in our bodies when we're in this part of this parallel universe. Yes, you might be somewhere else already in future heaven. Yes, you might be time traveling. But right now, I'm talking to you in this 2023 realm where you're stuck in your body. So let's make our bodies better. So when we come back, we are teaching each other about reincarnation, about how to keep money in their families and keep race and sexism and all these things in place to keep us in place so that we always have to fight every time we come back on earth for the same exact things that we shouldn't be fighting for anymore. Reparations should have already been done. We should already got the reparations, I'm sorry, Camel and Mune, move on so we can move. But they don't want us to have that. They want us to forever be in this perpetual state of slavism and sexism and racism when it's like, no. So just pay attention to these people. Whenever someone dies, look up their last name and their surname. There's something called Doomsday Book, where in England, the people had to give back their slaves because the French came in there and were like, y'all can't have slaves no more. So then they were like, all right, fine, we're going to get new slaves. Like there's some black people. So they made them more slaves, got some Africans, did some stuff. People who were already black in America took those two people too. Were like, you're black now, you're African. No, there were black people everywhere around the world. And whoever was black, it was easy for you to say, hey, now you're a slave. Today, everybody's slave. Doesn't matter what color you are. They're just like, we could do it to everybody. So let's stop it now by just being awake, being conscious, but using that energy in real life to help conscious people create businesses, better relationships, take care of their kids. We need to get out of the system of money as God and let our money be our own God, which is just an energy system where we exchange. We use energy to exchange and we have a barter system. BRICS is trying to do it, but BRICS is getting hit left and right by lots of stuff like earthquakes, hurricanes, fires, because the universe understands we're in spiritual warfare. So doing birthday decodes, pay attention to the faces and the names because they have been around you your whole time. If you're seeing them in your dreams, when you go to sleep tonight and you made it to the end of the video, you're going to be happy that you saw these guys. Because when they come for you for information for October 2nd or June 18th, whenever these people come back, they're looking for information to keep their power and their money. You need to look at them, say, hey, not today, Jesus. You need to go around your own coattails at this point. No, you're not going to come back here as an ancestor, as yourself. Y'all ever watch Sandman? There's this guy that keeps living every 100 years and coming back, and he never passes away. So Sandman goes meet him. The king of dreams go meet him. Because every time they come back, they never want to leave because they understood how to use the knowledge from their past to keep the situation for them better. Even if they fall down and lose all their money, they can come right back and meet the people in their secret societies, get that money right back up, and keep their power through making God money and money God. Remember that when you go to sleep, people. We have to change this money system where, yes, money is a thing, but put the money back in our pockets and stop being greedy, y'all. Make money, but you don't need to make 10 times the money renting a car, owning a house, renting it out. Come on, get serious. We need to live, okay? We could all go to concerts and enjoy life if we're not paying so much money to them to keep us enslaved. You understand? Use the money for us. Conscious people who are good people that want everybody to win, not just one people, everybody. That's how you get future heaven on earth. So this is the Texas Chainsaw movie that came out. This Texas Chainsaw movie, like go watch it. It came out October 1st because it's linked directly to your birthday. And plus, when I was on the submersible in my dream, Hamish was trying to take me out with this chainsaw right. And I was like, oh, heck no, not today. They're not going to do off with her head like they do with the John the Baptist ritual. John the Baptist was, his thing taken off. So be careful. These people out for some blood. So go into this whole story with Stockton Rush and the submersible. that was a conjuring on there. They were trying to conjure up all that energy from whatever the Titanic was bringing. They're probably doing Titanic seances on there.